Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news, my friends. It's time for Saturday morning React-TOONS, this time featuring Mobile Suit Gundam Episode 20, Sorrow and Hatred. Nothing to it but to do it. With that lovely title, what could possibly go wrong? If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Saturday morning cartoons or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for the 20th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam, Sorrow and Hatred. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! I'm still salty about Rumba Raw. Let's see what they have for us today.
However, the assault from Rambaral's commandos is not over yet.
Do we still have people on board? We don't. We got everybody off, right? Because commandos is a decidedly different way to say, you'd say forces, you know, commandos makes me think of just personnel.
A battered Zaku and just 4 lousy gun turrets from Magella attacks, is that it? Well,
Guess so. Our Captain McCuve has not been especially cooperative, wouldn't you say, Miss Harmon?
Lieutenant Tachi, help me. I will claim revenge for Rambaral no matter what happens.
Yes, Miss Harmon. You needn't be worried.
Nice.
Yes,
What's the damage on the Trojan horse?
they're working hard on repairs, but there's very few crew.
God, we lost a ton of people. I am way more frightened of Haman with reduced forces than Isolina with, you know, everything she had. Haman, she's legit. No disrespect to Isolina. I'm just saying, you know, she was a civilian.
This ship's not gonna last if it takes many more hits like this.
And we're low on parts, too. We're also low on weapons.
And personnel and salt.
We'll only survive if we use our ingenuity.
All we've got is ingenuity?
That's it. Oh, Ryu. Yeah, he got hit.
You are in Haro?
It's all right.
Ryu?
Ryu took it to the torso somewhere.
Would you do me a favor and tell everyone that I'm getting along quite well?
Sure.
Tell me, Frau, did Bright decide to throw Amuro back into the brig again?
Yes.
Did Amuro give you any more trouble? Then that's what Bright wants.
Ryu, you gotta get better so you can punch Amuro again.
Over there, the Zaku will carry a Magella top main gun. We also have 2 Samsons.
Look at this.
We have come to Earth to avenge Garmazabi. Our mission is not yet over. Rambaral was such a faithful man, I may not have deserved him. To avenge the great man who loved me so, I won't regret sacrificing myself. Those who feel uncertain need not participate. It's a difficult mission. Rambaral won't hold it against you, neither will I.
There's no concern about that, Miss Harmon.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very concerned about this group.
On you, Torgan. You too, Misaki.
She knows everybody. Wow.
Thanks. I wish you well in this mission, Halusin.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do my best.
That's why they're all staying. She knows them. She has a relationship with all of them. Her and Rambaral were...
It's my rehabilitation, sir. I have to move my body around a bit, you know, to help it.
Ryu, get back in bed, bud.
If you take a wild tiger and put him inside a cage, eventually he will be tamed.
So you're waiting for him to come to his senses?
Could take a couple years.
You just want to avoid a confrontation, so while I'm still well enough...
What? What are you saying, Ryu?
I'm saying you've never really attempted to talk to Amuro, Bright. Well, then why would you ever expect the tiger to learn?
Get Sun Malo or Sailor to help us out and return Ryu to his bed, please.
He's doing terribly, man. We need to... That was kind of like a fatalistic comment, too. You know, while there's a time or some shit. You know, I think Mirai picked up on that. She was like, what are you talking about?
All right, we just have to adjust the magnetic pressure.
Do you see that? They have like a film, like a screen over it.
I believe you may be a psychic. You may be a psychic. You may be a psychic.
Hey, is somebody out there?
Look down, it's one of the kids.
Hey, Ryu!
Sorry to disturb you, kid.
What's going on, dude?
I want to know if you feel any kind of resentment at all toward Bright for throwing you back in the brig.
Well, I understand his position. I'm no longer angry with him.
What about me for full punching you?
He's even been comparing you to a tiger. He's too scared to talk. Pretty funny, huh?
Ryu, it's not funny, dude. Is you're like...
You sure you're okay?
Of course.
Dude, just get back in bed.
Ryu, why are you out of bed?
Good, yeah, get him and put him back in bed.
Oh, Mr. Ryu!
Sayla, you think Ryu will be all right?
Let Amuro out to help him get back in bed.
We first hit what's thought to be the enemy's weakest point. Then, without any distraction, we focus on just one spot.
Well, they have a plan. Woo!
Enemy attack!
From where?
No way, buddy.
Bright and Mirai coming back in together. Where were you two?
Job-John, listen up. I'm gonna need a lot more speed than this. I know, it's not running well. It was damaged by that direct hit during the last battle.
Must have taken over for Ryu. What's that guy's name? Did he say John?
It looks to me like the shaft is broken now. The engine's running, but it won't move. What do we do? I'm really not too sure. I mean, we can't do much from here to cover White Base. Huh?
Oh.
Never mind me. Just get Amuro out of the brig right now. I'll take full responsibility.
Yes, I understand, Ryu.
And Frau, if he starts going, unfortunately, you're gonna have to let him go. There's no way you can hold him up.
I need to unlock Amuro's cell door, Bright. What's the code?
Have you any idea what you're saying?
Yes!
I'll take responsibility as well. Please, give me the code.
The door lock code is F36.
The kid just needed some sympathy. He made some big mistakes, but at the same time, let's give him a chance. Yeah, we're in deep shit here. If gun tank is...
You're too damaged. You can't move freely. I'll show you the tenacity of Rambaral's team.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God, we're already at the intermission. God, these episodes go so fast.
What's the status on Gundam at the moment, Sayla? Any progress? Yes, he should be ready to go now.
Let's launch him.
So the repairs aren't finished yet?
As long as it moves.
Amuro!
I'm gonna have to launch the core fighter. Gundam's been under a...
I like that shot.
Amuro's gonna do what he wants anyway, so...
Stop, Mr. Bright.
But we can't fight them like that. We don't stand a chance.
Ooh. Sayla, stop.
Better watch out, because I'm not the whip I was before. I won't pull back.
All right, Kai, let's see what you got, bud.
You figure out how to lay down the flatbed and launch the Gundam modules.
Well, I have read about the procedure in the manual, but I've never actually done it myself.
These poor guys.
On White Base, we learn as we go. Let me figure out the rest.
All right, I got you. I'll try and do it myself.
A truer statement never made. Like, dude, I don't know how to do any of this shit. I read about it.
I'm not gonna let you Zeons get any closer.
Okay, so he can't even get in Gundam. He has to do core fighter? Wow.
If you've had any experience pulling triggers, then head over to the starboard guns.
Yeah, sure.
Just don't forget to wear a helmet so your eardrums won't get hurt.
Okay.
Ryu.
We have no buoyancy. The hypermagnet is shot.
Why are we launching the Gundam modules? Did Amuro say that?
Ryu, stay in bed, dude. You're gonna kill yourself.
You're worse than all of us put together.
That may be true, but it won't mean anything. Not if White Base goes down in flames.
Yeah, I suppose.
And everybody get up. There we go. God, the walking wounded.
Gotta get the gun tank moving.
Oh my God, he's gonna die. Nice job. We're okay, we're okay.
Amuro, we're ready to launch the Gundam modules. Ready?
Yes, please do it. The core fighter is now completely out of ammo.
Oh. We're just gonna shoot this sumbitch out.
Staying aligned with the laser sensor, roll 180 degrees now.
Awesome. Amuro, come on, buddy.
Now, Umar, launch A module as quickly as you can.
Roger, ready for launch. Here it comes, Amuro.
Great job.
That's great.
Fantastic job. The ground crew, absolutely. Dude, commendations around. First time doing... Oh boy.
He's outsmarted me. I can't fire at him from here. There's a good chance
You'll
I'll wind up hitting...
White Base, yep.
I suppose I'll have to go hand to hand with this guy.
common.
It's probably packed with explosives! No! Get back!
Oh, wow. You can't stop that.
You can't stop that cargo. Gundam can't do it alone. When it hits the Trojan horse, it's all over. Tachi, attack Gundam from behind so we can finish this.
Right, I'm on top of it.
Oh, that's right in the core fighter.
From above, can I?
Yeah, get under the armpit. Dude.
Gundam took out 2 pilots at once. It's no wonder
What a
I thought he
move.
was a special boy since first I saw him.
Everybody's very sweaty.
Oh,
Bright! Should I shoot it now?
I don't think you'll be able to hit just the Magella top, Frau Bo.
Gundam's metal armor is so thick it's almost indestructible, but it certainly can't withstand a hit at this range. Perfect. The explosion from both will finally take out the Trojan horse.
Are you Ms. Harmon?
Nice kid. I really have to admit, I liked you.
Oh! Oh!
Huh?
No, dude! Eject!
Oh, Ryu.
Ryu! What?
I get it. This thing is a hovercraft, so I can just hit one engine. Now!
Jesus. Wow. Did they really just kill Ryu?
The battle is over. Are you and Gundam all right, Amuro?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Massive damage.
It was Ryu. It was Ryu. Ryu rammed the plane and...
Ryu was in there? That can't be. He's injured. He's lying in bed. There's no way he could have piloted that core fighter, Sayla.
Oh my god, they did kill him.
It was all my fault. What happened to Ryu? If only I hadn't switched with him, then Ryu wouldn't have...
Dude.
Job, I need the core fighter. Now move!
I shouldn't have gone ahead and approved Ryu's launch without thinking about it. That was so stupid.
Ryu, but aren't you too sick to fly?
Hayato, we need everything we've got.
That's where they got the core fighter from.
I guess I got him worked up. That's it. I think I must have worried him too much about Amuro's situation.
Look at Bright.
Ryu. No, Ryu.
Mr. Bright is scared of you.
Jesus, man.
I was responsible. Stop it, Job John. It's not just you.
Job John, not John John.
It's all of us. All of us.
I keep waiting for him to like parachute in or something.
Please, you must forgive me. Please.
Jesus, Bright.
And find an end to this war.
That's right. That's it. We've no choice but to keep going on.
Wow, I did not see that coming. Whew. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Mobile Suit Gundam Episode 20, Sorrow and Hatred, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everyone, we just finished Sorrow and Hatred, the 20th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh, they Ben Dixoned me. Oh, the sons of bitches Ben Dixoned me. And you know what? The funny thing is, I was talking through the whole series like, well, you know, we haven't had a major character. I think I've said that like 3 times. We haven't had a major character death. But you know, Robotech got me ready for all this shit. And then I dropped my guard. Saw it coming. Not really. But, you know, just knew that there was a possibility. So I should have kept my dukes up. And didn't. Oh, boy. This was actually really well done. I mean, as far as character deaths go, it was 20 episodes in, right? We've had Ryu basically the entire time, as I would say Ryu was definitely our highest kind of involved or highest developed character inside of like the other pilots, you know, with Kai and Hayato and everybody. And now we have with Job John. Ryu was great. I mean, Ryu, all those flashbacks they showed, or all those kind of like that retrospective, showed what he brought to White Base. It was he was a kind of a binding influence. He supported Bright. At the same time, it's almost like he would, in the face of somebody, he would offer opposition, and then whenever he was out of earshot, he would kind of give that person respect. Like he would punch Amuro while in Amuro's presence, and then he would say to Bright or Mirai, whoever, we need him involved. We need to get him kind of coached up, so to speak. Get Amuro ready. He's young. We need him. And boy, that's a big loss, actually, for, obviously it's a loss. He's a named character. He's somebody that we've relied on quite a bit. But at this point, man, losing him, there's a lot of morale that leaves this ship after the last couple episodes. A lot of morale. That got me too, by the way. I got wicked choked up there at the end, man, because honestly, I was expecting them to be sitting there and almost like one of those things like where, you see your own funeral or something like that, where they're going to be sitting there like lamenting over Ryu, and then you see like a parachute come in and then he's in there like, oh my God, I'm so hurt, like something like that. And no. That was a fleeting thought in my head. For about 30 seconds, I was like, oh yeah, he's coming back. I bet he's not dead. We'll see him and have some type of like, very celebratory, hey, back from the dead type of shit. No. This show does things too realistically for that. It really does, and boy, oh boy, Hammond that's a mighty blow. Hammond did more, Ramba Ral and Hammond did more against White Base than every other person combined. I don't care if it's the Comet. I don't care whoever it is. Garma, nobody hurt us as bad as Ramba Ral and Hammond. They took it to us. And I'm not just talking about Ryu's death, which is a major thing because of his station and his standing, really, inside of White Base and what he represented. Again, kind of a unifying force. He was sort of a bridge between different groups, whether it be like the bridge group and the pilots and Frau and the civilians. He was always sort of involved as like the intermediary with all this stuff. His loss is profound. But I'm also talking about Ramba Ral and everybody getting into White Base. How many people did we lose during that incursion into White Base? I saw at least 4 or 5 people, like of our people, get killed and, dropped to the ground. Shot and definitely killed, not like wounded. Now, we did have other people that were wounded in the infirmary or in med bay with Ryu, but wow. And, they do such a great job with this show, too, because when you look at all these characters, like the background characters running around or helping with stuff, everyone's like bandaged up. Everybody's like got the shit kicked out of them. And they're still, this is White Base. This is how we learn. One guy said, can you launch Gundam's components? And the dude was like, I read about it. I've never done it, but yeah, I got like the basics down for it. And that dude came through, Emer or something like that. Omer, that dude came through, man, because that was one of the most perfect launches for, combining, what do they call that? Mid-air what do they call that? Mid-air combining, mid-air something or other. Who gives a shit? That was really, really well done. So everybody stepped forward, but boy, oh boy, devastating. 19 and 20, devastating defeat for White Base. I'll tell you too, at this point, I think Ryu's death is going to be definitely a unifying force. Ultimately, I think we're going to have a lot of sorrow and hatred. We're going to have a lot of high emotions. Let me put it to you like that. But I think ultimately the design of this narratively might very well be a unifier. As he was sort of the intermediary in life, Ryu, he might actually continue that role in death, where everyone kind of remembers the things like they did at the end of this, remembered the things that he said, remembered how he, hey, he thinks you're a tiger. No, there has to be something between the two of you. Mr. Bright, you have to talk to him at some point. Everybody got like a little kind of like nugget of wisdom from Ryu there at the end. Oh boy. I hate that. I dropped my guard. Oh, that pisses me off. But, also, as irritating as it is personally, why I'm thinking, I basically got myself lulled into the idea that we weren't going to have 20 episodes in, everybody. Come on. If they were going to kill somebody, they were going to kill somebody. And then when they actually do it, I think what it really does for me is it reinforces the idea that Mobile Suit Gundam isn't just a fun show to watch, representative of a great narrative from both sides of a conflict. It truly is one of the it really is. It's a great story. It is a great story that isn't afraid. And I think that's the question that I ask myself when I go into each of these kind of like long form series. At some point, that series will show you whether or not it's afraid. And the fear will make you keep a popular character. The fear will make you not take the risk to make something truly magnificent, an episode or something like that. Because it would be there'll be a sacrifice or a change, or you destroy an element of Gundam, we destroy a core fighter. Now, presumably, we had 2 core fighters, if I'm remembering correctly. If we had a core fighter for each of the Gundams, right? Does that mean that we no longer can form Guntank? I mean, Guntank separated so he could get to the core fighter. I mean, there's a lot of repercussions that are going to be flying from episodes 19 and 20. This is crazy. And again, I think that informs the audience that this show is legit. This show is ready to go wherever it needs to go, and it's going so without fear. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Gundam or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But all that was then and this is now, my friends, and now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from this, the 20th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam Sorrow and Hatred. And while we will always be the Greek chorus, always ready to jump back into an episode at our favorite scene for continuing to spread this narrative to new audiences as our reward, today I think what we'll do is this. We will simply remember. We will remember somebody that was a binding intermediary for the people on White Base, and a big presence who will be sorely, sorely missed. Ryu, thank you, my friend. We'll see if we can get our shit together. Until such time, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.